Hey guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. We're just gonna jump right into it, load into the world. Day 185, I need to change the stream description so that it is telling the truth. Although, anything I say in a description is not legally binding, as I am likely to not do it. We're just going to yank the disc out real quick and throw it back in there. We should make a box for the records over here, but that can all wait. Everything can wait. Life is very long, and there's plenty of time for doing all the things I need to do. One of those things is get experience, so we're just going to put some stuff up real quick, mess with the limited amount of progress we've made, and crash for the night. I don't think we need more honey. I did want to try to fall down the honey block, but that was gonna, we were gonna wait for that. But it's time to venture out. The real thing we have to do is just get some experience, because now that we've got our mending set up, we just need to finish getting our gear with mending on it. I need to get a proper helmet again, and then we'll be good to go. Hi, Sid. Right now we're farming wheat with a feather because that is a very classy way to farm it. It's a delicate process, Not everybody can farm wheat with a feather. It's the mark of an expert, an artisanal wheat master. But we'll need it for cows. The good thing about our animal experience farm setups is that, well, they're not like hyper efficient. They are a good thing to do for a person like me who, wants to do various tasks and not dedicate too much to any one sometimes. Because, it takes them a little while to grow up and so on. But that's all fine because I really wanted to be doing something else by the time that that's happening anyway. And then suddenly I go over to the cow pasture and they're all grown up. One day I hope to be the best wheat farmer. If I'm ever known for anything in Minecraft besides my mustache, I definitely want it to be for my vast fields of wheat. They'll get vaster all the time. I almost thought about just doing a wheat field stream, but it occurred to me that when I'm like feeling good and mentally engaged, there's no reason to do that. I want to save the wheat streams for like maybe if I'm like a little tired or something, or if I'm annoyed and I don't want to have to deal with the pressures of theoretically being able to die. We're just going to dive into the cow field because, of course, it is cow time again. I'm not convinced that these fence posts are actually that functional. We want the ones with the torches, though, so like a couple of them are very important to have. But I think it's better to just, because I get stuck on them too, right? It's not just the cows. If I had the torches on all of the internal ones, it would be easier. So I'm starting to try to be more thoughtful. So if I just start enchanting books instead, then, because you can get multiple enchantments on the book, right? You can get one that would only apply to, like a weapon, like fortune, and then you would get one like protection or blast protection that would only apply to armor. So I think since I need multiple different enchantments, that could be good because, like, what do I need right now? I need one more level of looting, one more level of sharpness. I need fortune for a couple of things, and then I need efficiency. But if I get, another efficiency 4 thing, it may not be as good as I want it to be. So, like, what if I get it on the shovel, when I'm rolling it, when really it would have been better for an efficiency 5 pickaxe? Because an efficiency 5 shovel's great, But a level 5 pickaxe will, like, just kind of melt obsidian. It's pretty special. One can almost forget that it takes forever to farm obsidian when you have an efficiency 5 pickaxe. We're just going to jump in with the sheep here. These are some of the safest sheep in the world because the iron golems are in here protecting them from monsters, and they're also in here protecting them from me because I actually... I'm afraid of fighting the golems. I've never fought an iron golem on hardcore or on hard at all, really. I bet they would like beat me in a fight, though. I wouldn't be in the slightest bit surprised if they could. And I'm just going to mess up the chest a little bit because what I really need to do is go and get a bunch of chickens raised up. But it's nice seeing that the boots will always be good. No matter what else ever happens, as long as I'm alive, we've got that boot situation taken care of. The boots are settled. And we're about to have hundreds of beady little eyes satisfied with us. I think we'll get to level 30. Yes, and also I was thinking, like, going with the book route, because I had been hesitant because sometimes it was, like, a lot of experience to add it on relative to just the 3 to roll it. But since the experience at lower levels comes so fast, like, I don't want to spitball it because, like, you know, numbers are important. But it feels like the first 20 levels come as fast as, like, the next 5. So, you know, we'll just experiment. It's always learning. I feel like every hardcore world, I get, like, dramatically better at understanding, like, efficiency in matters. And, of course, I still have so far to go. I think this chicken coop is proof positive that I don't really know what I'm doing with anything, as if it were needed. But now we will have the satisfying thought of chicken being struck with eggs. It's just part of their cultural folkways. It's hard for us to understand, but it's just the way these chickens want it. And if you know of a way to disprove that, I urge you to keep it to yourselves. These chickens are an important part of the local economy, by which I mean my wealth production, and that is the most important part of the economy to me, naturally. But hundreds of young chickens later, we've almost gotten to level 30. You know, gradually and then suddenly, we will ascend. But I'm just going to toss these seeds into this chest, because this is a good place to leave wheat seeds. And now that we have looting on our sword, all of these farms get dramatically more efficient. It's just looting too, but it's pretty good. I mean, the chicken coop's effective. I just, you know, the aesthetic of the chicken coop gives the impression of a person that is less intentional than they might be, right? Hey, some of those eggs are just eggs and have nothing to do with chickens that have yet to be born. A significant proportion. Hi, Natasha. We were just talking about how I'm not a monster. I'm... or rather, how the chicken coop is not monstrous. And now it's time to farm slightly more wheat, which we will do with a pork chop this time. You know, it gets a little bit of grease on the wheat, but it's not as good as a feather. It's still pretty good. It's a good way to farm wheat. You know, that tulip field, which looks identical to the tulip field in the picture that we're all thinking about, but not the other picture that you're thinking about, I really like it. It's so... I think it's really pretty. Because, like, I'm just, you know, going along, farming my wheat, and then a beautiful row of tulips, photorealistic to something that you would see on a screensaver or the like, just appears. And I really like that. Hello, Sophia. We were just wheating a little bit, trying to get up to level 30 to roll a couple of enchantments. And then I think we'll spend a little bit of time digging towards the Lush Cave. Whether or not we get all the way there, you know, a matter of of boredom. But I don't think it would take too long. Because you dig down all the way, and then you put stairs, and then you realize that because of the stairs height difference, you hit your head, and then you have to dig up a little bit, and then it all works out. But there's also a potential for a bunch of water we'll have to fill in. So I think maybe we'll dig down, and then if we get to water, then we'll come up, acquire sand, and then sand's my preferred method of filling in waterways. And then with the sand, fill in the water, go back down. But we'll need water breathing if we want to deal with water production at all, because normal breath is not at all long enough, obviously. So we're just going to, you know, we'll take it in strides like that. I think it's relatively unlikely that we'll hit 30 on this round, but that's fine. We'll be able to go into the chicken coop in, you know, 5 more minutes and get a ton more, so that's fine. Or we could, you know, lay down for the night. That would be good, because, yeah, we'll lay down for the night, and then when the villagers wake up, or rather, we can't lay down for the night yet, because it's not night yet, but when the villagers wake up, we'll be able to get a lot of trades. I say wake up, you know, it occurs to me that they would be perfectly willing to accept these trades right now. You know, I bet all we have to do is find them at home. So let's go do that. You know, I don't know who I'm kidding. Wait for morning? Who lives in this house now? In the old house. Ah, the armor smith. Good stuff. What is this outrage? Who are you? But, you know, there's plenty of stuff to do around town. The cleric has apparently decided that he wants to visit this fellow. Alright, so what's going on there? He is trying to bully him. Alright, he's already laying down, so if I just open the door, the cleric will leave, right? Sir, I must urge you. Yep, there you go. Like, first of all, oh, the chest. The chest is too close to the fence. Obviously, that's what's going on there. Silly me. Anyway, now the cleric won't be trying to invade anybody's space. And we will now go and find these people while they're sleeping or preparing to sleep. You know, maybe they're just laying down. In fact, I bet that's what's happening. They're just laying down thinking, oh man, I really just wish that I could make one more sale before I shut my eyes. That's the only thing that would make this day better. It's been so good, but I just think, man, if I could just sell a little bit more emeralds, that would really tie the whole day together. I could go and write down in my journal, Dear Diary, today I sold all of the things I wanted to. I bought all the things that I wanted to. So I think that's actually quite beautiful. So we're going to be able to let both of these butchers have a banner day. They'll be able to tell all of their descendants for years to come about how beautiful this day was and how they acquired a lot of raw meat. They just put it right in their pockets and laid back down. That was the style of the time, was to put raw beef into your pockets. It, you know, some people didn't like it, but there's early and late adopters of all things. You know, it took a little while for people to abandon the straw hat, and now I bet it's going to come back pretty soon. And the raw beef in the pockets is just the same as that. Identical. The only thing that makes sense. But speaking of making sense, I bet we can feed some more cows already. And we hit level 30, which is most excellent. And then we'll want to... so I have all these emeralds. What do I even need emeralds for anymore? Literally nothing? I think that's the case. No, I need some more mending books eventually. So that's the thing. But we're going to put some chicken and chicken parts in here. And then I'm just going to go an efficiency 5 pickaxe is significantly like faster than 26% faster than a non-efficiency 5 one. I don't know how much faster because I've never looked anything up and I don't intend to, but it, you know, my feeling is that that's true. I should have brought books, but let's see if we would get one of the things that we want. All right, it's gonna get recipe 3 anyway, so we don't need to put a book on this. And we get recipe 3 on breaking 3, but we'll just we'll throw it on. You do it in the proper order with the protection you don't want to roll off of it first, and then now we'll have that. We don't need underwater mining. Speed, that can wait. That's also that was a level 2 enchantment, so no need to emeralds. Well, what happened is that I now have my tools and like enough mending books, and now like I literally don't know what you need money for. I guess I could just buy golden carrots. No, I need slightly more emeralds, and I could, you know, level up other guys, but again, like, we've almost made it. We're like this close to making it. How much to put a mending book onto the chest plate? Oh, the anvil disappeared. We finally anviled enough. Let's go make another anvil. I bet I don't have any iron up here. It should all be in the vault, or actually in the hopper because we were hopping it up. Yep, there we go. We'll be able to make another one right away. No, 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 no! Oh my God, a disaster! There's a creeper inside of of the town, and we all know I'm a moron. All right, from far away, we'll shoot it, and that will stop it from blowing up any of our stuff. Oh man, I don't even want to think about what would happen if it popped one of our chests. Okay. Where did it come from, and how can I stop it from ever happening again? Did it see me from all the way across there? Do I need to build another village on the other side so that it can generate golems to stop mobs from crossing the river? These are questions. We will address them later. First things first. Alright, so I needed a couple 3 iron blocks or something. Yes, 3 iron blocks and some stuff, and that'll be enough for another anvil. But yes, here finally on day 186, I almost think I have enough emeralds. We're just going to put the anvil back down again. Good old anvil positioning. And then now we will see how much experience it takes to jam mending onto that. Just 3? Well, okay. Good stuff. Apparently it's pretty cheap to do that. So now we've got that. Alright, so for the armor, now we just need... Yeah, how much is it to put it on the sword? Is it just 3 again? Alright, well... Yeah, I guess we could just do that, but I want to wait till it goes down a little bit more. Because the more enchants you put on an item, the harder it is to anvil things together later. So, golems don't hit creepers, they're smart. Okay, I just need more cats. Many more cats. I think the golems don't hit the creepers because they know that maybe they would blow up my chests, and that would be very sad. Alright, so. Yeah, you know what, we'll just put mending on the sword. And if it ends up being a terrible idea later, we'll adjust it. It won't be any different than all of the other bad ideas I've had. But we'll just go say hello to the folks and lay down for the night. I don't know if we've introduced the family in the stream yet. So we've got Baby Moosh. And let's not forget Mooshy Smalls. He wants a little bit of love here. Oh, Mooshy Smalls. I bet Doug's got something dug up for us. Good old Doug. Oh, no swag today from Doug. You know, he's been trying, but for all of his sniffing, haven't been able to get it. It's probably some of this extra moss here that I left in his enclosure. We might need a little bit more space for Doug. It's barely enough time for him to turn around. So, VJ, have I been in the Nether yet? Not in this world. I don't like it there. It's boring. Also, you know, like dangerous, and I'm very stupid, but it's boring. Did I come in here without seeds? Oh my god. I really got to get my act together. I'm sorry, boss. It won't happen again. You see, this is the peril of organization. You run out of seeds for tribute. There we go. A couple of seeds. Oh, it's cheaper now because anvils make it more expensive than needed when it's closer to break. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Here's Garuda's tribute. Say hello to Luca. Bella's still chilling, plotting in the corner. Good old Bella. And now we're just going to dig down a little bit. And carry the mending book inexplicably in our inventory a little bit. We'll put a seed over in this chest. The important things chest, you know, where we keep our snow and music discs. But now we're just going to dig a little bit. Do I have enough food for digging a little bit? I've got 3 pork chops. So do I have any more food down here? I could make a place to make food. Yes, we'll make a furnace down here. So that way, if we're around, be able to get it. And of course, I know from all of my responsible behaviors that I can get the things out of individual chests, just as you're supposed to be able to. Do I have any coal here? Probably not. Well, we'll generate some charcoal real quick. Out of cherry logs? That seems terrible. Yeah, we'll get it out of oak logs that we don't care about. And then we'll burn up some planks to give us more space. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll cook the food later. So, what we need to do is get to, what, it was like 2660. We'll go plant the kelp in the symbolic location, and then that'll give us a reminder on what the coordinates are. Oh, hey, Cash Crab. But yes, since we lost the water breathing earlier, we weren't able to demonstrate this. But right over here, yes, right here, we're gonna plant some kelp, and that'll let us know that this is the way down. But so it's 2650 or so, and all right, so this is where we're trying to reach 2650 and roughly 1,000. So that's just the direction we're going to dig in. From the vault, and then we will gradually get there. And then the symbolic kelp will symbolically lead us there. Hi, Ray. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to be streaming too long myself. Well, I mean, for another hour and a half or so. But I've got work before too long. So... yeah, we got the coordinates. I should just throw this food into the auto smelter and cook it. And I've definitely got like some other food somewhere in one of these uncategorized chests. Oh yeah, out of fuel. Of course we are. Yeah, Big Moosh is doing good. We still call him Baby Moosh, of course. He's in a pen with Mooshy Smalls. They're hanging out. They're hanging out over by Doug the Sniffer. They're having a good old time. Do I have any cooked food? I mean, it doesn't really look like I have much cooked food. That'll be okay, though. I will need water in the bucket. Very obviously, I'll need water in the bucket. I need to get, like, a good bow also. I always neglect the bow, but if I get, like, a solid, powerful bow, I could, like, be two-shotting things that normally take 3 or whatnot. That could be quite nice as well. Okay, yeah, breads. There we go. I knew I had something going on. We're just going to clean up the inventory a little bit, in spite of that being absolutely not what we're supposed to be doing with our lives. And, then we're gonna dig a little bit. That'll be fun. And we'll run over. We just said hello to all the gang, but we'll run over so that you can see that the big moosh is still doing good. We've just got him a nice little thing here with some legendary old stuff. Here's baby moosh. He's big moosh now, and Mooshy Smalls, they're best pals. One of them's the hype man, one of them's the rapper. Alright, so we need to go... We're just going to go this way a little bit to get reoriented. We need torches so that we're not annoying ourselves constantly. Because really... If I just go in one direction and get there, I can just build like a total sideways tunnel. It doesn't matter that we're a little bit off, you know. But that's wrong. Alright, this is the way we want to go for a little while. So we'll want to cobble up the wrong way, so that we're not tempted to look down it. We'll put a torch in there so that they're not tempted to make any sounds. And then, yeah, we'll just go down this way for a bit. And that should be exactly in the direction that we want to go. And then once we arrive, we'll have the wood for a way up. Or we'll hit water before too long and we'll have to totally reevaluate everything that we're doing. A skeleton rattles. That also is a problem. We're going to want to deal with that. But I mean, we don't have to. We'll pretend to deal with it by ignoring it. Oh yeah, you get ores from these things, so that also mends your armor, theoretically. Very nice. Lots of times I build, like, 2 aside whenever I'm going down, but that is, you know, it takes 4 times as much time if you have to do the roof also at any point. And it's easily more distracting than not doing it, so we're just going to, obviously not ignore the coal. Hey, we have got a vast grotto. Hey, good news. The mine shaft has arrived at a known point, which is pretty excellent. It makes sense that it would lead us to an area that we'd already gotten to. Hello, Sam. We are digging a hole at the moment. Very engaging stuff, I hope. Alright, so we need to dig this way. Yeah. Alright, so first things first. We're just going to need to dig a way down that doesn't involve any silliness like jumping down and taking fall damage or water. This is, after all, supposed to be an alternative to the water paths. And I'm just going to demonstrate that I have a very, very tenuous grasp of where that torch placement was as I continually strike the block that was supporting it. All right, there's gravel there. We're not going to want to interrupt the gravel structure. There could be water, and there could be more gravel. I know. Really penetrating commentary there. All right. This. How do we do it? Oh, the zombie falls? Interesting. Alright, the zombie's gone now. So, do I just build a staircase up? Do I, like, pretend to do mathematics? Cash Crab, you say I should do a 1,000 sub special? Well, I can't, because I don't have 1,000 subs. But I'm sure that I will celebrate in the event that we ever get there. Alright, so... Stairway to Mineshaft. The alternate is that we cut down a little bit, just like further down. What to do, what to do. No, we'll build up to it. And this will probably be fine, and if it's not, then it'll be a dumb idea. Alright, so it needs to go in this direction. So we'll start trying to build it up from here. And this is going to be the worst thing anyone's ever seen, so just be prepared for that. Here, as we gradually demonstrate my ability to sort of do this. Now, the real test is if I can do this without falling off at any one point. And that'll prove that I'm still not ready for the nether, but that I won't fall down into the lava again. Probably. I mean, look at that. Would you just look at the grace of that build? First of all, you could just walk right down it. You could walk down it. You could walk up it. Amazing. Shocking and beautiful. Pure perfection. No notes. Take that one into the bank. That's a stairway. All right. Now it's time to go a little bit further. Well, no, we need to... All right, so the stairway's down, but then we still need to hit 2650 or so and 1K, which will be in this direction. So stairway down, and then we'll just we'll continue on pushing through this way, because that's going right where we want to be. We know there's like a couple of water-bearing structures around down this path, but we may not run into either of them. And if we go into like the upper reaches of the Lush Cave, that will be fortunate enough. But no water, only rock and stone. Hey, iron. We're going to get a little bit of that. And then when we get to the bottom, we're going to like put the stairs up. You basically want to put stairs on from the bottom up, not the top down, due to the way that they orient automatically to your viewpoint. It's a massive hassle to do stairs the other way around, which I learned after doing stairs the other way around one time, as you might imagine. And we're at deep slate now, which means we're not too far out from hitting the object of our dreams, our artificial Lush Cave. Except that we are... we'll get there. We'll be there fine. When we get far enough down, we'll either be in the mine shaft or there, because we're in the neighborhood, and there's only so many places that the neighborhood can contain. That's just, that's deductive reasoning at... Well, we shouldn't say its finest. At its most obvious in the last moment. Yeah, I don't even know what I would do for a special though. Like, what would I do? Like, play all day long? But I already do that sometimes. I could do it and say it was special when it was happening. That would be special. You know, it occurs to me that this would actually be like a very safe way of finding diamonds if you weren't looking intentionally for like open structures and biomes. You could just dig down and then like sort of bail if you ever heard anything move in the dark. You could just start out, go down, get a little bit of iron, which you can just do incidentally. Cook it up with your coal, and then before you know it, have some tools. That could be an interesting way to start. Not as interesting as finding gold. I like gold. I need fortune. It's so wasteful to do all of this. I could have so much with fortune, but it's not the kind of wasteful that I care about. It is merely a kind of theoretically wasteful. Alright, so we're at negative 20 now, which is maybe a little deeper than we had wanted. And now... Alright, so we're at like 1k, and now all we need to do is... Yeah, we'll just dig sideways here for a bit, and we should be reaching the area of our desires before too long. Trying not to fall down on gravel. It's not the smartest thing I ever did, just walking across that. But since I have done many careless and dumb things, then it's okay. Alright, the lava is coming out. We'll just see where it's coming from. Alright, there is a lake of fire. Perhaps we have arrived. In any case, there's gold that I'm going to drop into the lava, apparently. Okay, yeah, a little bit of a deep lava river here. You get those formations sometimes underground, I suppose. I don't have that much experience with such, but I guess that's what we have here. Hey! Good news, we found the lava lake just like I promised. Alright, so we will need... We'll need nothing. We did it. We did it! Now, is this the best mine shaft that anyone's ever seen? No, clearly not. First of all, there are no decorations. Second of all, it's, you know, it's a mess. There's cobblestone in random places, and, you know, there's no rug on the floor. There's so much that could be done with it, but, importantly, it works. It gets us right where we wanted it to. Almost as if I knew where I was trying to get to all along. But naturally, it's no guarantee at all that I was ever going to get there, so... And we'll just, you know, I could have done that a second ago. I'm like, well, let's just yellow brick road it out. And then we'll maybe ruin any torches we have here. No, they don't go so far down. All right. Yep, we run up, and then we have a beautiful, beautiful, uninterrupted route. With plenty of torches to say, hey, this is the way. A lot of the glow berries have been glowing. It's really looking pretty nice in here. This would be a good time to get a couple more glow berries going on. I think I've placed them in the chest. But no, you know, we'll do that later. I was supposed to do something else. I was supposed to learn about how scaffolding works today. That was somebody gave me a quest the quest for scaffolding. So that's what we'll do. I do need one more bucket, and we'll say hello to our axolotls, who are no doubt swimming like the moon spirits still. Ah, yes. They are having a great time swimming around. And the bat is having a great time. It's a beautiful day in the artificial Lush Cave. I think we're going to make one of these azaleas into a tree. It'll be a nice celebration. It'll say that now the Lush Cave has really arrived. We'll do this one. And if it burns down later, it'll burn down later. There we go. Glorious. Lush Cave today, Lush Cave forever. I'm just going to put a torch on the side of a tree. No, that doesn't work. Yes, it does work. I don't think any mobs will spawn on top of it, and if they do, then I made a terrible mistake. But everything here is good now, and so I think, yeah, we'll just we'll work on the mineshaft a little bit. So what we need is a lot of stairs, not like a ton, but a lot. We will make them out of deep slate because it is very stylish and cool. All right, 84 stairs probably will be enough. If it's not, we'll return at a later time. All right, the stairs begin. You want a little bit more headspace than that. You don't have to have it, but you can't jump around if you don't have it, and being able to jump is very satisfying. Also, it feels more claustrophobic if you don't have it. And here, we will need to, start there. All right, and then hopefully we did well enough on the roof where we won't have to make that mistake too many times, where we won't have to turn around and give us headspace in order to climb up too much. But like we see right there, it will happen sometimes when you do a little bit of it. It's always nice to just move one step up and then look up for a bit. Everything in Minecraft that you're doing, just like real life assembly tasks, is easier when you batch it. So, you know, you identify what needs to be done and then try to do at least a couple units of it in a row rather than doing one and then the other and so on. It is very serious business. I frankly can't believe I've only messed up a couple of these. Normally, as you know, I am the most useless of builders. But, you know, we're just trying to stick to very precise inputs. Very, very high focus. My God. The glory of this build. Alright, and then we're going to need to... Yep, because I made a mistake at the beginning, now we're going to have to crack an extra block the whole way up. But that'll mean we don't have to get the roof. So, let's not compliment the building too much, or at all. Not that anybody was, except me. I'm like, wait, why am I going up that way? That's not where we need stairs. And just like that, a route from the mineshaft to the vault. And you could run down the whole thing. Look how speedily. And you would be like, ah, why did I run straight? You know, we'll probably need to put a guardrail in there, you know, for anyone who happens to be dumb that's running around. All right. There's our first little problem. When you're running downstairs, you get a little bit more vertical bob than when you're going up or when you're just like walking. So you don't want that to happen because it's super annoying. That's another reason why we're doing this little test. Because part of the point, the whole point of the stairs, is that you get, like, you know, strict consistency with the flow of the screen. And you don't want to be bashing your head into stuff, interrupting that. I'm just going to dig some of this iron up from far away, hope that we don't, like, expose water or anything silly, which could happen. The upper part of the mine shaft being exposed, totally fine. Obviously, we don't care about that. All right, there we go. Now we'll be able to run, and the jittering stutter of the surroundings will let us know that we have a very regular gait going up the stairs. And this is at least 1 time faster, if not 2 times faster, than going in the weird waterway. So there we go. There we have it. Magnificent. We will put a gate there, because of course we will. There we go. A nice little gate. That way no one will be tempted to go down there. I don't think they can get around it otherwise, so alright, good deal. Magnificent. Perfect, flawless in all ways. And we got 34 coal out of that, so that's good. We also have 17 charcoal here. And it is time to... Yeah, we'll just cook up these birch logs here just to give it something to do while we're away. Alright, now it is time to make a run on the animals. We will be able to get many, many levels for doing that. Did I mess up the entrance to the vault? How do I get down here now? Did I pop a stair? I think I did. There we go. You know, we could have stairs that let us even enter this area. That'll be part of the next segment of building. Time to pay Garuda his tribute. Good old Garuda. And then we'll run to the middle of town, and there we'll commence with the experience farming. We won't start with that. We will start with grabbing the food out of the food repository, the auto smelter. Oh, Sid, I'm so glad you like Garuda. You know, if I'm not mistaken, it was you that suggested that that I name Garuda in the first place, which might be the single greatest suggestion from anyone. Not to get you all vain about it, but you know, much joy has come from identifying that Garuda was a special bird and not a mere chicken. Alright, has the kelp grown over here at all? Symbolic kelp is symbolically growing, so that's good. We could still take that way down sometimes, but I imagine mainly we'll go in through the vault, as, you know, that's the classy way to enter. But we're just going to get some more cows real quick. Obviously, this is not nearly enough cows. A real pasture would have at least 4 times this many. And we will wait for the satisfying cling of experience, and then go to Chicken Land. I was going to say, why am I not getting experience? It's all going into the mending. I know that's just how it works. I'm just used to my armor always being full durability. So, on my other things. So it's mainly tools that I, like, lose the experience on for mending. But once we get a little bit more, the armor will be mended up. It's mended up now. So now we'll be able to get some experience. There we go. Level 2. Magnificent. The two golems are liaisoning together. The sheep have bullied them out of their previous corner. Alright, let me out. I'm so glad somebody told me about the carpet. Yeah, so I said the experience sound is in whatever category of sound I think like blocks are and stuff. And for balance reasons, I just have like a lot of the game sounds turned down somewhat. I don't know if that's ideal, but honestly trying to figure out where the audio balancing needed to be is like the hardest part of putting these videos together, because I don't know what I'm doing. Not like I gotta tell you guys that. You know I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to get a huge amount of eggs in the dispenser again. Finally a double chest worth? No, probably not so many as that. Yep. Just a whole lot of them, though. And then we're going to get a bunch of experience. Here. The relentless stalking of the note block there. And you'll just have to take my word for it. I'm sorry that they are clinging in beautifully. We took a little bit of damage there. I need to get my health bar full up. Or rather, my food bar full up. And then the little bit of cram damage we take probably won't kill us if we pay attention to it. But there we go. We'll have dozens and dozens of beautiful experience orbs. You'll have to believe me that it sounds nice. So very many chickens. And in that amount of time, they already laid like 100 more eggs while I was down here. Of course they did. Alright, I think now we're going to smash a couple. All the kids are on that side, so we'll just go here. And there will be no relatively little waste. Because you just need the adults to crowd the newborns into the middle, and then it's all good. And you'll have to take my word for it. This is a veritable smorgasbord of green sound. Just a lot of beautiful green experience sound happening here. My idea of an effective farm. And I just want to make sure that I don't leave a lot of this loot on the ground, so we're putting chicken and chicken accessories in here, just to make sure. We're going to eat cooked chicken in front of them. They don't mind. You know, they're not really, like, creatures of solidarity, the chicken. Alright, good deal. Level 26, perfection. Alright, I need to get out, and you know what that means. It's a good time for them to get out of my way. Alright, good deal. Just gonna lay down for the night, and then whenever the villagers come out, we'll have some sales to make. All right, no, the butchers all live in the house down here. One of them's still chatting up his friends. All right, so that's all that butcher wants to do. He says that's enough raw chicken. My hands can only hold so many raw chickens. I mean, that's fair. It is hard to hold on to a large amount of them. 14 in one handful is already like pretty far beyond what I would consider a reasonable amount of chickens to be holding in one's hand. But everyone's got their own ideas of what reasonableness is. But we're going to reasonably sell a bunch of feathers to this guy who can never have enough feathers. He just loves feathers. And there we go. Wonderful success. We're going to go grab some more wheat real quick. The highlight of any day. Today we will farm the wheat with an arrow. The delicacy of the arrow symbolizes the connection between the delicacy of the farm and the sky. And I think that's very nice, you know. Not everybody can farm wheat with an arrow. It takes a certain, what the French call, I don't know what, to be able to do it. Yes. The wheat field doesn't need me artificially adding depth to it, but whenever I do, I feel very satisfied. Alright, this little experience session has been a rousing success. We'll just dive in. I'm sure it is time, yep, for the cows again. I believe it's exactly 5 minutes. It's around 5 minutes for almost all the animal breeding. And then most of them seem to grow up in like 20? It feels like 20. It could be 15. It's not 10. I don't know if it's consistent or if they have like randomness that just approaches that, but that just seems to be what it's like. If you can do like 3 or 4 rounds of breeding, and then like the first ones will be grown up, but never ever will they start growing up before you can do like 2 rounds. All right, what to do now? I needed Silk Touch, didn't I? We were gonna start getting books for improvements to the process, weren't we? We were. We have large amounts of leather. We have sugarcane somewhere. I don't think I threw it away. I've got some books by the dude's house, but it would be better to, yeah, there we go. Sugarcane. And we definitely have leather in the leather and leather accessories thing. Unless you feed the babies, then they age quicker. Yes, absolutely. I did know that. I mainly only ever do that on pandas, because you can use like a ton of the item to do it, like 30 or 40. But since a panda you get with bamboo, there's basically no downside, right? Bamboo's free. You just knock it over. You can get thousands of bamboo in mere seconds, it feels like. Natasha said you need skulk items for your building, but the closest deep darks are 3,000 and 10,000 blocks away. I guess that's kind of far. I mean, 3K is not that far, right? Not if you have a boat. But, you know, you can't always boat everywhere to it. That's crazy that you know where 2 of them are at, though. I guess if you've been in a world for a while, you would be able to get a good concept of where the different biomes were, though. I've only ever seen one, ever, but, well, I think all of you were here for that. For my, my timidity. Alright, so we just need to get... We need to get one more level of experience, at least. I need Silk Touch. Well, you can just jam the mending on a couple of the other items, and then we'll, yeah, those... Put it on the legs, even though we don't have Unbreaking legs yet. Can you get Unbreaking 3 at that level? Unimportant. Alright. And now we're mendinged up. All of our armor should never break again. And our sword shouldn't either. So, pretty good stuff. You probably never get the disc with only one deep dark. Oh, is there like a music disc you want to find that's only in there? Hey, we've got a wandering trader stuck. That could be interesting. We're going to go with some emeralds and see how much of his wares he's willing to part with. Oh, did he get stuck inside? He must have spawned inside. He has cactus, blue ice, red sand. You know, this is all fine stuff. Like, if I didn't have any melons, one melon seed would be tremendous. Same with the cactuses and all that. But, you know, I've already got this stuff. Don't care. He can stay in there forever, or not. But we're going to toss these books into this chest so that when we ever get around to doing the thing that I said I was going to do, we'll be able to do it there. We've got 4 different kinds of food, which is terrible. And a bow that's going to break before too long. How do you repair bows? With, like, sticks? No. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Could just make another one, or buy another one. It's just a bow. You know, I think he's got some kind of magic one, so why don't we just move on up in the world and go buy a magic bow from the Fletcher. I don't think this Fletcher. I think this is... Oh, no, it is the one. Alright, yeah. So we can spend 19 emeralds on power 2. No, that's stupid. I'll just roll my own enchantment. I bet I can get power 2 on a level 2 enchantment. 19 emeralds. Get out of my face with that. Yeah, I get power 2 for 2 enchantment levels. And the next one will give power 4, so we're just going to hold on to that. Now we've got a bow. Good stuff. Two free leads while no one is looking. I guess, yeah. There isn't anyone over there. You're trying to make me turn into a bad person. I see you. You're trying to make me treat the wandering trader like a resource. You almost got me. You almost got me. Alright, what was I doing? We wanted to canal up a little bit, that's right. That'll give us a chance to fight some skellies. And, you know, to fulfill our goals. The sunflowers facing the sun as they necessarily do. It does kind of make me wish that I had built my house in a different area, though. It didn't occur to me. So the next time I ever build a base, we'll need to have it so that we're not facing the sunrise, so that we can face the sunflowers when we walk out. And then the other side of the house can face the sunrise, naturally. Good old Pestilence hanging out in his field here, having a good old time. I'm like, no, I need all of these things in my hotbar. This is the worst. I need my food. I want torches, you know, because the canal should be betorched. Oh my god, get out of my way! Alright. Time to dig. And then maybe fight sometimes. Okay, so the only real question left, right, is can I put mending on a shield? Because if I can, then I'll never have to worry about my shield breaking again. I'll have to test that out later. Alright, yeah, it's all coming together. I'm just gonna ignore the spider, I literally don't care. I mean, I know he wants to feel like he's doing well, but ever since I put the subtitles on and I can't confuse a spider hiss with a creeper, I just don't care anymore. Like, just don't care. Oh my god, get out of my way. This horse. Look, I don't want to be mean to horses, but you're annoying me, horsey. Is it my fault? Did I obstruct your natural habitat and cause you to fall? Get out of my face with that. You chose this. I didn't ask you to come here. And in fact, every time I've tried to get him out of here, he just acts like a jerk and tries to go further in. Like right now. Is he leaving? No. He's just turning around. It's kind of useful if you can, because the experience needed to split between the former piece of one tool. Well, I guess. Well, the point of it would be that you would never have to think about it ever again. Which, you know, if you're a different kind of person, maybe that's not a selling point. But to me, like, an unbreakable shield is more valuable than the tools needed to make it, because what it also represents is that I never, ever, ever have to think about my shield's durability again. That I'll die before my shield will. And that is appealing. Because, like, once I get the tool set up anyway, like, I don't need experience for anything except for mending the tools up, right? Once your enchanting's done, you don't need it. It doesn't do any work. Well, I don't use a shield properly, but I know you could theoretically use it to block a creeper explosion. I'd probably only do it if I wanted to make people, like, feel like I was doing well, though. Like how a spider jumps at you. That's how I use my shield for creeper explosions. Oh, a Whoopy Enderman. Literally don't care. I'm sort of engaged with this, but if he whoops too many more times, I will go kill him, just because I consider it unacceptable for him to be interrupting my peace. Better whoop a little quieter, buddy. And absolutely just like that, the canal is built. Look what a good job I did, guys. You can tell that I have worked on many canals before, that it was my first Minecraft love. Just like ramming. All right. Look, horse, if you don't move. All right, there we go. A marvelous canal. The pride of the island that's now an island. Gonna get a little separation so that nothing bad happens to the noble adventurous pig, and then we're going to nobly adventurously smash the zombie in the head with an axe. Alright, where's that whoopin' Enderman? I think I see his whoopin' self over there. I'm gonna go pick a fight, and then I'm gonna hit him with my stick. Attached to the stick will be several diamonds arranged in a pointy formation. You will know us by the trail of our whooping dead. Come here, I want... Ha ha ha. Alright, so, a couple of notes. One, I think that killed the skeleton or the Enderman on the third hit. Two, the dropping was pretty annoying. Three, I don't guess I got anything for that kill, which is pretty annoying when you consider that I had, you know, looting. But maybe he died from... I just don't want this horse to be there. I don't want to hit the horse. It'd just be a shame if they were to somehow get out of there. And again, I'm not going to hit the horse. I don't want you to think this is a preamble to me ironically hitting the horse, but I would prefer the horse be out of the canal. Yes, this pig has been chilling for a long time. We found this pig on Everest, near the very summit. This is the most brave pig ever. And we're going to be adventuring pals. Nothing bad is ever going to happen to this pig in particular. This pig is our friend. But there you go. Now you can swim in a boat. That's called sailing if you're sailing, or rowing if you're rowing like I am. You can swim in a boat, and that'll help you reach the town. Now, what I'm looking for now is saddles, because you guys told me the most hilarious thing, and I have to assume that you're not lying to me because y'all wouldn't do that to me. You said that one could in Minecraft ride a pig. It appears to be true. We're going to get the boat away from being swamped. Very delicately. Alright, well, you can't make him go anywhere. But he's got 4 out of 5 hearts, and I can ride on the pig. So that's good. Actually, I saw like carrot on a stick. Yeah, you guys are way ahead of me. Because I've seen like fungus on a stick and carrot on a stick before. So let's get string and a carrot and a stick, and that is probably how to make one. And I probably have all of those ingredients somewhere around. But apparently I don't. Alright. Not a single string. Alright, there we go. String. Wood for sticks. Carrots I've got planted here. Alright, that's not how to make one. Do I need a fishing rod first, and then I can put the carrot on it? Yes, that's exactly how it works. Alright. Carrot on a string. Oh my god, and I can just rotate the camera, and then my noble steed will go in the direction that the carrot is pointing. This is glorious. This is truly pod racing. Right now, we're going to put our noble steed here in the middle of the town until we can think of a different area to go with it. We'll put our cherry fins here. It will be impossible for him to be mistaken for a lesser pig due to the saddle on his back, or her back. I think we're going to call this pig Hinwin, so it'll be a girl pig. Although Hinwin is not an adventurous pig, she tells the future, and that's very important too. Alright, inventory management is the order of the day. We're just going to pick up some random junk and then move it into a different place. We have our tribute. We're going to get a full stack of seeds, so I need to quit bringing them out of there. Garuda is going to have my hide if I keep on acting like that. Better than any horse, I quite agree. I'm surprised it doesn't give you an achievement for that, but, you know, maybe it just assumes that everybody is going to do that, so they don't need to incentivize it. But I wouldn't have known without you guys. You know, Not for the first time. I'm so grateful for y'all. You teach me so many wonderful things. But like in a fun way where I don't feel like you're just saying, hey, do this. You know, what you should do is build this contraption. You know, it's more like very useful hints. A seed for Garuda. I have like a bunch of stuff here that I shouldn't, but you know, whatever. I wanted to... I wanted to get rails somehow, but I don't even know the way I want to do it. Do I set like a rail system up here and then like down in the Lush Cave and then try to like figure out how to move mine carts? And I could be like mining down in the mine shaft and send them up? Maybe. Maybe. Good old Luca. But first things first, we should secure any dirt that we have in these random chests and move it to the appropriate space. If you are not authorized to view the secret dirt chests, I wish for you to now clear your eyes and your mind, for you have seen nothing. The treasures of the great secret dirt chests must never be shown to the uninitiated. Alright, you can open your eyes now if you are not permitted to bask in the secret of the dirt chest. And we're just going to grab more things for organizing here. Not the lampposts, but, you know, the bricks, the various building materials. Not the stone bricks, actually. Ursat's stuff doesn't need to be organized. It can stay in random chests, and then I'll figure out what to do with it later. Chickens and string, animal parts. All good candidates. Alright, first up, animal and animal parts chest. And then building materials and such. Valuables. Animal parts include leather. Flowers and flower accessories. All right, excellent. You know, that is almost like having an organized vault. Speaking of, I should get steps here as well. The elegant cobbled deep slate stairs that let you know that the family vault is in operation. And then the upside down stairs to let you know that you've done something wrong again. That won't work. This will. No, we'll make that into a stair step also, and then they'll all connect. There we go. No, we'll want another one there. Not upside down. Obviously not upside down. Yeah, and that way you can, like, Tokyo drift around the corner. It'll make us have a nice smooth way down, and then there into the lush cave beneath. So excellent. You know, here on day 190, we're finally getting the base to feel like, you know, it's intentional, a place that we should be at. You know, we all like to move at our own pace, right? All right, so it is time for another round of experience. And we're either going to get Silk Touch or we won't. Once again, with the helpful, reductive statements. Where's the sun going down? You know, if the sun goes down, Garuda. Groot, it is not time to affect the end of the world. Come back inside. Have your tribute. You know, I better take a look. He must have seen something. Is there like a chicken that's out? Oh, he's probably saying that Bella's hungry and I should get some salmon. That makes sense. You know, too much tribute to one and not to consigliere can be insulting. I thought he would have saw a chicken that he wanted murked, but I suppose it was just the salmon. I wonder if you could get like a fish farm. You would like get like a current thing coming out of a river, and then at the bottom like a bunch of hoppers, and it would terminate. I don't know. You could put like magma at the bottom, and maybe they would burn, and then you could have hoppers where it went out. I mean, Garuda's not evil. He just, you know, he wants things to be a certain way. And if people don't have any respect, then really that's their fault. You know, Garuda doesn't make the rules. He just enforces them. Just like me. Have some more seeds. Alright. It's nighttime. And you know what time it is. It's time for cat. C 418-cat. Me and Luca can have a little dance party. Eat a little steak by the fireside. Bella could walk around. She's probably just going to sit back down on the bed again. I need to find more discs. You know, Luca loves this one, but it would be fun to have more. This really is a great track, though. I would just, like, listen to this at work. It'd probably get all the kids amped. They already get, like, super excited when they hear me talking to people about Minecraft, like, if I'm not, like, acquainted with them in particular. Because they're like, wait, diamonds? And then I just start saying a bunch of very specific Minecraft words, and they know I'm talking about it. The TNT with the chest with the redstone is so funny. I guess TNT could be exploded with redstone. I never thought about it. I've never used it at all. I just collect it. It's a good song. You can see why Luca likes it. Yeah, no, for real, Sid. Then sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, or they'll hear me talking with one of my like people my age, you know, old people about my YouTube channel, and they're like, wait, what? I'm like, oh yes, my shocking emotional maturity extends to all matters in life. All I ever want to do is play video games and talk trash. All the OST Minecraft are really good. I should listen to them. I have always had a high opinion of it. I wish the Minecraft music played like on a total loop, but there's so many times where it wasn't playing at all, which is what led me to do the music in the first place. I forget who asked, just some random person. Oh, gotta say hello to the dog. He's a good old boy. I don't think he shows up in the shot here. Can we move out of the way and then prove? Oh, nope. Now he doesn't want to be in the camera. Silly. See, there you go. That's our Wally. He's a good old dog. I told you he was real. Alright. So, the crackling of the fire. And now that I have proved that the pet does exist in the real world, and that he is very, very handsome, it'll be time to carry on with our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, so experience farming very briefly, trying to get Silk Touch, and then trying to put Bella back inside. Come on, girl. Come on in. You sit there. We'll be back later. This cat's just having a time. Did you hear that, Wally? Everybody thinks you're cute. Yeah. Yeah, they say you're a handsome old boy. So, once more into the chicken deep. This is a lot of them. I think seeds is more appropriate, though, than bashing. Just, it's not that many chickens, right? You can sort of, like, see the ground. It's not that many. It's not time for a coal. Yeah, this is just, like, one chest full of eggs. Definitely not enough chickens. But we will get several levels here and hopefully be able to acquire Silk Touch on a shovel. All right, a bunch of experience. We just fed 2 full stacks of seeds, but we'll probably get a third one. Do you lose hunger to feed seeds to chickens? I might. Most of my excessive farming in my survival world takes place in peaceful, so hunger is a mechanic I don't understand incredibly intensively, as much as I understand how to feed seeds to thousands of chickens, which clearly I have some experience in. All right, a big chunk, be good. Put the seeds up, fill this up, and then when we do the next run on them, we'll be in bash mode. The wonderful sound of experience in a cow field. Truly, the best thing in all of Minecraft is getting experience by jamming wheat down cows' faces. It's super effective. It feels so weird to be wheat limited, like, because, you know, in my survival world, I just have a lot of wheat. But, like, the concept of actually running out of it is very funny to me. Although I do run out of wheat seeds in my survival world, because, you know, when you get to planting, there's a temptation to see how far you can go. Which, I don't think I even have to say that if you've seen the wheat field. You know that I have a temptation to take it as far as it can go. It's not nearly that far yet. I've got big, big plans for the wheat field's future. Alright. Seems fine. What to do now? We need Silk Touch, or I'm not going on a snow excursion. I can probably get Silk Touch before level 30, but I also want a good shovel while we're doing it. But, yeah. Maybe we'll just roll lower ones and see what we can get. Because if I get Silk Touch on a really good shovel, that's going to be annoying, because you don't always want Silk Touch, right? Sometimes you want dirt and you don't want grass. But we'll go, we'll find whoever sells shovels real quick and buy one. I'm not going to use a diamond on one. Also, I don't have any diamonds right there, so I'm not going to use a diamond on one. Alright, I just need one more level to get to that. It's dumb to do what I'm doing. I just need to go get the level. Which we will do by hitting these sheep, but not the other ones that are around around the golems. They are well protected. Oh yeah. This sword is very adequate at clearing sheep. One hit does the sweep and clears like basically all of them. Tons of mutton. Oh my god, so much. That's definitely affected by looting. The wool does not appear to be. I don't think it is anyway. Because it just seems like that was the right amount of wool, but way more mutton than I would be accustomed to getting. Can Silk Touch appear on lower level enchants? I'm not sure. I think so, though. We get F4 on the shovel, which is fine. Can we jam these together and get 5? I think not. Yeah, it's just it'll just be 4 again. You need a 4 and a 4 to make a 5. Oh, there's 27 light gray wool also. Well, then maybe. That would have been like a 3-to-1 ratio of meat to wool. So I think probably the looting increased the meat drops. But we should be able to get a couple more levels here. We'll take one more shot at the Silk Touch, and if we don't get it, then we'll just we'll try for that at a later date. I could roll for Librarian for it. That seems wasteful, but you know, I also don't want to do it. You could get some other thing that you really wanted, like Efficiency 5 or Looting 3, although you only need that one time ever. And I have Looting 2, so really Looting 2 would be just as good. We can put that on a sword and jam it together and get Looting 3. Sharpness 5, which I believe you can put Sharpness onto an axe for extra damage, but I'm not positive. And then we'll just pop a whole bunch of these. And watch the experience flow in like water. And we'll group them up again. That'll always get the young ones to the center, and then you can go to the periphery like so, just for a bit before they get out if it's not too dense. All right, jolly good. plenty more chicken and chicken parts to sell to people on the next time that they're around. And now we're at level 33, so we can get multiple enchants here. And I think we're just going to try to book 2 and see if that's a good strategy. Alright, so if we do that, we get just knockback 2. And, you know, not really good that time either. Alright, so that time we finally got a secondary enchantment that rolled on 1, which can apparently happen. Alright, now Silk Touch is the next thing at level 30, so I'm going to quit messing around. Because the enchantments do save, right? I'm pretty sure it would be on there anyway, so if we just put like a random one in there, then it should still be there whenever we show up again, so... You know, it did the function that we sort of wanted in that we... in that we now got Silk Touch to roll up, and that's faster than doing it another way. Potentially. It's theoretically faster. But we're not going to do it today. We're not going to get the Silk Touch. It's enough to have secured it. That feels nice enough. And do I have another mending book in here? I don't think so. We're going to go and visit the handsome Bald Rapunzel and see how things are going for him here in his short tower. Oh, there's not any light right there. That's pretty bad. Do I have any extra torches about? No, I do not. This torch is extra. Ish. Extra enough. We don't really need this big of a light, of a dark spot in the very middle of the town. Right next to the most important man's house. Wake up, Bald Rapunzel. I must buy books from you. And now is the time to figure out the burning question. The last question I'll ever have about Minecraft. Can you put mending on a shield? Yes! Yes, you totally can, and yes, I totally will. That's right, the shield shimmers with light. It will never break again. Glorious. It actually shimmers a bit too much. I don't like that. We're going to turn the shimmering down a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. That's not as distracting. Just a little smoky shimmer and not a big purple extravagance. All right. I guess that is basically that. Well, unfortunately, guys. Worth putting on breaking? Yeah, I would say it's definitely probably worth doing that too. I don't know if you can put the shield on the, you know, I should have checked that before if you could put the shield on the block. But, you know, I can check that again independently before too long. But if I get, like, unbreaking on a book, then I could try to jam it onto it. So that would, I would say that'd definitely be worth it, you know. A really good shield that would never break. Because theoretically, right, you could be taking so much damage on a shield and not being able to mend it for anything, although it seems like that would be a lot. But if you had like more unbreaking on it, can you put unbreaking with mending? Yeah, absolutely. All of my armor has unbreaking and mending on it. And the unbreaking was there first. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to put the unbreaking there after the mending, but I mean, you know, obviously I don't know, but I don't see why that would be a problem. All right. But alas, even with a mending shield, the time must always come for the end of a stream, and that's what we're coming upon now. You know, we might have like a couple more minutes, but you know, we'll lay down for the night here. We're not gonna be doing anything new really. Here, I've gotta go to work here in a bit, and I'll need to, you know, take the good old dog outside and pat him on the head and give him various compliments. He feels very strongly about being deserving of compliments. He sort of gets a little antsy if he feels like you haven't been complimenting him enough lately. All right. We've learned so much today. We give Garuda's tribute. We've got stairs, you know, like proper stairs all the way down into the Lush Cave. It's kind of exciting. I actually think it's really exciting, but I don't want to overplay it. Gunpowder's theoretically an animal accessory, but it's so similar to the need for redstone. So we'll just leave all the redstone and all the gunpowder and the TNT in one box. I assume nothing bad would ever happen for doing that. I don't know enough about science to worry about it. Oh, never mind. That was the chest with wool. I knew I had one. So we're just going to take the mushrooms down into the dark and see if we can grow some giant ones, and that'll basically be the end. And frankly, it's going to go so quick because we're just going to run immediately off. I need to build a little guardrail there, don't I? I'm not going to forget every time, but I will forget enough of the times. And we'll just run with our arms up and down this marvelous little shaft. And when we turn, and then go up a little bit, because why not? We'll be here at the Lake of Obsidian in our beautiful, beautiful artificial Lush Cave, which actually is looking more and more legitimate. At this point, if you just saw it from like a distance, the tree would never be in one. I've never seen a tree far down in one, but you know, just this little vista right here, it could be confused. You know, like for the beginnings of one. I've seen ones with lots of, with cool waterfalls and stuff going on. And there might be a call for, like, I might go all the way up to the roof and put, like, a lava source in and have it falling down into, like, this lava lake here. I actually think that would look really cool. Just go all the way up and then just, like, tack it onto the wall. What could go wrong? But alright, so we're going to try to put mushrooms down and then try to see where we can grow them. Alright, we can just put a mushroom there. Can we just grow it here? Yes! Oh my god, I'm inside of the mushroom. I cannot get out. Good news, guys. You can grow mushrooms downstairs quite easily. Alright, there you go. You can do it with rather a lot of light. I don't know if it's because we're underground, but yeah. Mushroom. I don't want it there. I'm going to get rid of it immediately. But mushroom. This will actually give us many more mushrooms. But now it occurs to me, since you can grow a mushroom with bone meal, and you can grow moss with bone meal, and once you have mushrooms, you can make them into stew with, if you have bowls, and you can make bowls out of these, then you could, with one moss block and an access to bone meal, you could make a lush cave, you could make wood, and if you had one red and one brown mushroom, you could also have all of the food you would ever need if you just had like a source of bones or bone meal. So that's pretty cool. Don't know how cool it is, but it's pretty cool. We're gonna celebrate this this find by expanding the lush cave a little bit more. Of course, some of it will catch on fire, but that is a price that we will be willing to pay. It won't burn the whole thing down after all. Alright. Excellent. Marvelous. Perfect. Flawless. There we go. A nice, lush little way to access the mine shaft. Perfect. Not at all overly garish, not at all too busy. Alright. Good deal. I can't believe how amazing that staircase is. And I built it all in one afternoon, not to brag. Alright. So I think this video actually, you know, at only an hour and 54 minutes, we really got a lot done. This staircase is among the proudest of all of my accomplishments in this world. I figured out where it needed to go, and I basically got it there with a minimum of missteps. I'm gonna ignore that whooping, you know, that whooping is none of my concern unless he's whooping in my house. We will give a nice seed to Garuda. Bye, Bella. Bye, Luca. Goodbye, baby moosh. Goodbye, Mooshy Smalls. Goodbye, Doug. You's the best, Doug. Everybody loves you, Doug. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching and listening. Had a really good time. Hope you did too. Going to work now, but you know, I won't be there forever, and maybe someday I'll stream again. Probably tonight, you know, if I can. So thank you. I'll see you later in the next streamer video, and yeah, that's about it. So I hope y'all have a good day, and that you eventually find the courage to put mending on a shield of your own, because it's better when you know it'll never break. You just gotta trust me on that. It's better. Look, I'm gonna go hit these cows now, right? And then when some of them die, my shield is just going to get refreshed. And now my shield is perfect. It doesn't take much. Glorious. Truly what I was promised. And now it's been delivered. So, thank you guys.